September 20, 1987. Brothers' victory in the Brisbane Grand Final heralds a new era for the game in the state. But the road to here had not been an easy one. In April, the QRL had decided not to enter a team in the Sydney Rugby League.
I say that the decision was made. It's as simple as that.
New South Wales General Manager John Quayle made his feelings clear when asked if Queensland was behind the times.
Yes, I'm sure the New South Wales Rugby League would reconsider it. I certainly would.
Because they said Brisbane was going to be strong next year, that the players would naturally stay.
Will you?
No, I'm not going to stay.
Enter Jean's West boss Alistair Norwood with a $2 million bid. The QRL rethinks its position. Then another move. After an extraordinary meeting of the Brisbane division of the QRL at Bonaparte's restaurant, the club delegates meet with representatives for one of the consortiums, restaurateur Gary Bolkin and spokesman Barry Moranta.
We have only simply pointed out from within our submission the areas where we believe the Brisbane Rugby League will benefit. But if a better consortium comes forward, then we'll go along every Saturday night and watch it and cheer like everyone else, because we know it's going to be very good.
2 weeks later, decision time. The Ron McAuliffe-supported Norwood proposal is favoured to gain the nod, but another surprise.
We felt that the overall financial picture, was much better through the Moranta group.
The battle won. Then news of a second Queensland team, the Gold Coast Giants.
We've got money to spend, and naturally Gino and Wally are the best.
Really, you've got the best of both worlds there if you can land a good contract for yourself.
It is a bit of a shock to find that now there's another team so close to Brisbane, which is going to be in a very competitive way, dealing with players both in southeast Queensland and I dare say outside the metropolitan areas, and that's going to confuse things a bit.
Bob McCarthy was the early front-runner to coach the Broncos. He joins the Giants and fires a broadside at Brisbane.
I more or less just talked to the Brisbane thing a month ago, and I just didn't like the way it was handled, put it that way. I don't want to go into detail with it, but I thought this was a better opportunity.
Well, then that's his opinion. If that's what he believes, well then he's entitled to that opinion.
Wayne Bennett's position firms as the Broncos coach. One position is confirmed, John Rebo as general manager. He makes his hit list public.
Certainly Wally and Gene Miles and Greg Dowling, Greg Conescu, Alan Lang, all those players have played in the State of Origin shoes.
4 days later, he secures the signature of Lewis. Miles is also expected to sign, but is unavailable for what he calls business reasons.
Well, we had a verbal undertaking, and we were believe that Gene is verbally committed to us.
Miles is true to his word. Cornescu and Dowling also sign up. Then, after heavy negotiations, Bennett agrees to coach and is instrumental in recruiting some of the stars of the future, including Andrew G.
With his ability, I think he could play for Australia, no doubt about that.
In July, #1 supporter Lord Mayor Sally Ann Atkinson unveils the Broncos logo and jersey.
Very colourful, very different. Gene and I have just been waiting for people to put presents at the bottom of their feet. I think we look like Christmas trees to me.
1 month later, Powers pay $3 million to put their name on those jerseys for 3 years. Within a week, that triggers the first of many confrontations with the QRL.
We respect the fact that the landlord has to maintain its relationship with that brewery. We don't deny it. I mean, that's a democratic right. But we also have a right to look after the interests of our sponsor.
Finally, the Broncos take to the field. They defeat Canberra in a trial at Lang Park. Langer the star. His performance inspires the first of Bennett's now famous post-match eulogies.
Yeah, well, he can play a bit, can't he?
On March 6th, it's the real thing against the Premiers Manly at Lang Park. The Broncos produce a performance above all expectation. A 44-10 thrashing. The Sydney press are in raptures. Bennett controlled.
Oh, I feel okay, but 23 games to go. I wish it was the last one.
4 more wins would have followed. Then came Balmain.
The hands of Hancock. Hancock now has managed to keep it in the field of play, and Gale will score. That could well be the game.
It was. That loss is followed by a 38-6 thrashing at the hands of Cronulla. The Sharks wrapping up the 2 points with 3 tries in the opening 9 minutes. A week later, Easts led 14-0 before Brisbane rallied to win 24-20 in a thriller at Lang Park.
He gets up to Portlock, gets it back inside.
Then followed a surprise loss to the Gold Coast in the local derby. Those 2 premiership points would cost them dearly. The Raiders avenged their pre-season loss with a 36-16 thumping at Lang Park. Victories over Illawarra and St George follow, with a match against the Dragons leading to another row with Queensland and Australian Rugby League officials when Brisbane corralled inside a Power's commercial banner at half-time.
Well, we just had a shield there for the players and was some exposure for our principal sponsor, Power Brewing.
There was an agreement made that they, as I said, could use the word power, horsepower, Bronco power, whatever they like, but they can't put any advertisement up with the word brewing on it.
I don't think we did anything against the interests of rugby league, and that's what our obligations are.
They're going to run off and do their own thing. Well, they may as well not be part of the rules of this league.
In the absence of Lewis, who is away on test duties, Bennett gives Langer the captaincy. The Broncos go on to win 5 of their next 7 matches, with the 8-6 victory over Penrith rated by Bennett as one of the club's gutsiest efforts.
Yes, he does!
The Broncos also take the points against Newcastle. Then allegations surface that they've backed themselves to win $10,000 if they defeat Balmain. Team management denied the reports. Brisbane had to win to make the final 5. It was to be a disappointing end to the year.
I'm still emotionally unstable. I mean, losing knocks the hell out of me.
Roll on 1989. Peter Jackson returns to Brisbane and makes his debut as a media personality.
Now with the sports shorts, Mr. T and Action Jackson. Morning, guys.
Thanks, Bill. Morning, Action.
For prop Andrew Tessman, the beginning of a long and courageous comeback. A car accident mangles his left knee, and most doubt he'll ever play again.